Hi, guys. What do we have today? Here we have predictions for today's 8 NBA games. Let's get started. Charlotte Hornets and Detroit Pistons. The Hornets are on a back-to-back, including travel. They have been in good form, splitting their past 8 games, but they will be trying to avoid a third consecutive loss tonight. The Pistons have been in a rut, having lost 9 of their past 11 games, and they will be hoping to avoid a third straight defeat. The Hornets have struggled on the road since the start of the season. They have won only 8 of 30 road games. The Hornets have won 2 of their previous 6 road games while covering the spread in 3 of them. Since the beginning of the season, the Pistons have struggled to win at home in Detroit. In their previous 25 home games, they had only 6 victories while covering the spread in 9 of those 25. The Pistons have won and covered the spread in only 1 of their last 5 home games. Head-to-head, the Hornets covered the spread in 6 of the last 7 games, which they played against the Pistons in Detroit. The Pistons should be fully rested here, as their last game against the Wizards has been postponed. The Hornets compared to the Pistons, the Hornets are in an entirely different circumstance. This is their second game in a row. The Hornets haven't fared well in back-to-backs this season, winning only 2 of 7. The Pistons should not be favored against any team in the league, but in this case, it is entirely justifiable. Play Detroit Pistons -1. Sacramento Kings and Indiana Pacers. The Kings have been in terrific form, winning 9 of their previous 12 games, and they will be looking for their third consecutive victory tonight. The Pacers are in a back-to-back, without travel. They have been in a slump, having dropped 11 of their past 12 games, and they will be aiming to snap a 4-game losing streak tonight. Since the start of the season, the Kings have looked very good on the road. This season, they've won 13 of their 23 away games. The Kings have lately won and covered the spread in 4 of their previous 5 road games. The Pacers are doing well on their home court. This season, they have won 16 of their 27 home games and covered the spread 18 times. The Pacers have recently been playing well at home. They have 7 wins and 8 covers in their previous 11 home games. Head-to-head, the Kings covered the spread twice in their last 5 games against the Pacers in Indiana. The Pacers are playing pretty well in back-to-backs this season. Out of 10 back-to-back games they played since the beginning of the season, they won in 6 of them. I would wager on the Kings in this matchup, even if the Pacers weren't playing their second game in a row. Even without their best player, De'Aaron Fox, the Kings unquestionably are the better team here. Play Sacramento Kings -3. Portland Trailblazers and Washington Wizards. The Trailblazers are on a roll right now, having won 4 of their previous 5 games, and they'll be going for a third consecutive win today. Since winning 7 of their past 9 games, the Wizards have been in excellent form. The Trailblazers have played decent ball in road games since the beginning of the season. They won in 11 out of their last 26 road games. Recently, the Trailblazers have been terrible in road games. They have lost in 8 of their last 9 road games while covering the spread once. The Wizards play decent at home court. They have won 12 of their 22 home games this season, although they have recently struggled at home. They had won and covered the spread in only 2 of their previous 5 home games. Head-to-head, the Trailblazers covered the spread in 5 straight games, which they played against the Wizards in Washington. Regardless of the 3 straight wins and the trend that favors them here, the Trailblazers are not a team I can trust, especially on the road. Due to their postponed game against the Pistons, the Wizards last played on January 30th and should be very rested for this game. This line seems pretty reasonable, especially considering that Nurkic and maybe Grant won't be available today for the Trailblazers. Play Washington Wizards -4. Phoenix Suns and Boston Celtics. The Suns have been playing well lately, winning 6 of their last 8 games. The Celtics are in excellent form right now, having won 11 of their previous 14 games, and they'll be going for their third consecutive win tonight. The Suns have not played well on the road this season. Only 8 of their 25 away games have they won. Recently they won in 2 of their last 5 road games while covering the spread in 3 of those 5. The Celtics have been one of the league's top home teams thus far this season. 20 of their 26 home games were victories. They had recently won 9 of their last 11 home games, but just 6 of those 11 covered the spread. Head-to-head, the Suns have a good road record against the Celtics. They have covered the spread in 8 of the last 11 games against the Celtics in Boston. The Suns are not a good road team, especially since they are without Booker. The Celtics are not in the best shape, but despite that, they beat the Nets by 43 points in their last home game. Play Boston Celtics -9.5. Toronto Raptors and Houston Rockets. The Raptors, who have dropped 6 of their previous 9 games, have been in a real rut and will be looking to end a 2-game losing streak today. The Rockets are in decent shape since they won 3 of their last 5 games. The Raptors are struggling on the road. They have only won 8 of their 26 road games this season while covering the spread in 11. Recently 3 of the Raptors' last 8 away games have seen them win and cover the spread. The Rockets struggle at home. Only 8 of their 25 home games this season ended in victory. They have lost 3 of their last 5 home games while covering the spread in only 2. Head-to-head, in the last 6 games between those two teams, total points have gone in over 5 times. The Raptors are undoubtedly the better team here, but neither of these two teams should be trusted. The Raptors haven't been able to get anything going despite having a pretty healthy roster. The Rockets have been playing decent recently and may be hoping for more than an honorable defeat tonight. The inconsistency of these two teams from the start of the season is so irritating that I have no intention of choosing a winner here. I'll take the overall points here. Play Toronto Raptors and Houston Rockets over 224. Orlando Magic and Minnesota Timberwolves. The Magic have split their previous 8 games and are in good shape. The Timberwolves have won 6 of their last 8 games and are on a roll. The Magic have struggled on the road this season. They won only 7 of their 26 road games this season. Recently, they won 2 of their last 7 road games while covering the spread in 5 of them. This season, the Timberwolves have played well at home. They have won 19 of their last 30 home games and covered the spread in 16. The Timberwolves have won and covered the spread in 5 of their previous 9 games. Head-to-head, the Magic have a pretty good record against the Timberwolves. They have covered the spread in 12 of the 15 matches they have played against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Without any doubt, the Timberwolves are a much better team here, but the Magic are healthy, and regardless of losing games, they are playing pretty decent ball and most often covering the spread. I believe that the Timberwolves will win here, but it seems to me that it will not be easy. Play Orlando Magic +6. Philadelphia 76ers and San Antonio Spurs. Since winning 8 of their past 9 games, the Sixers have been on fire. The Spurs are in a massive slump, having dropped 15 of their past 17 games, and they will be looking to snap a 7-game losing streak tonight. The 76ers are a good road team. This season, they won 13 of their 22 away games. They have been doing well on the road recently. They had won 7 straight road games, but only 5 of those 7 had covered the spread. The Spurs are a poor home team. They have only won 9 of their 29 home games this season. The Spurs have recently been playing awful ball at home. They've won 1 of their previous 7 home games, covering the spread in 2 of those 7. Head-to-head, the Sixers have a losing record versus the Spurs. They have only won 3 of the past 17 games played against the Spurs in San Antonio. This line is high, but the Sixers are playing well and deserve to be trusted. They are now one of the league's most consistent teams, and I believe that even without Joel Embiid, they will win and cover the spread here. Play Philadelphia 76ers -9.5. Atlanta Hawks and Utah Jazz. The Hawks have won 7 of their previous 11 games and are in fine shape. The Jazz have won 7 of their last 10 games and will be looking for their 3rd consecutive victory today. The Hawks have struggled on the road since the beginning of the season. Only 13 of their 28 road games ended in victory. Recently, the Hawks have played well in road games. They won 9 of the last 15 road games while covering the spread in 10. This season, the Jazz have played well at home. They won 18 of their 27 home games. The Jazz have lately won 6 of their previous 9 home games, with 7 of them covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Hawks covered the spread only once in the last 5 games they have played against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. The Hawks hold the key to success in this game. They are a team that has been good at defending 3-point shots this season, and if they play like that in this game, I am confident they will win comfortably. Play Atlanta Hawks +2. Guys, that's all. Thanks for joining us today. See you tomorrow.